Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Rimworld. It is still the 1st of May, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. A few hours have passed since the last update, and it gave me ample time to think about what we could possibly do to help Pentilman here, whose stomach has been destroyed and is currently undergoing intestinal failure. I don't have any prisoners in my jail that I can operate on and steal their stomach from. I had really considered going out into the world, sending a small squad of like 4 or 5 of our best shooters, maybe to one of these raider camps or something, one of these outposts, seeing if we could, maybe capture somebody, bring them back, and chop out their stomach. However, I don't think we'll have time for that. It would be a good probably 2 to 4 days before we would get anybody back. We do, however, have this thing, the Unknown Rescue Pod, and this one, the Unknown Rescue Pod. As soon as everybody wakes up this morning, in fact, I might just force them awake. We're gonna go open this one. I'm going to assume that there is at least one person in here, and we're gonna cut their stomach out. Let's see, Plump, get over here. Finch, get over here. I mean, I hate being so blunt about it. Wool. No. I hate being so blunt about it, but I don't care who's in there. I don't care who they are. Unless they are related to somebody. In which point, that would be a little bit of an issue. But it's the mayor. He put his life on the line for us. It's the least we can do. My biggest concern with this isn't actually what is inside of the rescue pod. It's gonna be making sure that my people don't shoot each other. Star vampire meat. Ugh. I'm gonna have to haul that outside at some point so it can degrade. So I want everybody to kind of just split up a little bit. Revy, get over here. 0 lives. Raidsoft, I actually want you to open this thing. So, hopefully the enemies pop out here. So maybe move a little bit closer. Pop out here and we can open fire on it and we don't end up accidentally killing Raidsoft in the process. Open it. Let's see what's been setting out in this casket for so long. Fucking A, I knew it was gonna be something bad. It always is. And it's 3 of them actually, and Raidsoft is surrounded. He is melee attacking Gustav. Key 2 charges headfirst into a bunch of blaster shots from 0 lives, dropping him. Raidsoft gets plastered a couple times. At least he got hit. Raid. Can you back up? Never mind. God. Raidsoft collapsed because of a bruise in the head. KT's shot hit Raidsoft. Poor Raid. You mercilessly bashed Shin in the right arm. You tried. Okay. Unfortunately, everybody is dead. You guys stand down. Finch. Go ahead and heal up Raid. He was probably really hurt. No immediate danger. Oh my god, look at all those wounds. Pregnant. You're pregnant too. I should not be sending pregnant people into combat. That is rude. I don't see any body parts missing, so that is a plus. However, okay, no. Revy, capture Kato. Do I have anybody else alive? Wait! You guys can't leave Raidsoft there. Rescue him. Finch goes up here. Gunshot automatic rifle. Can you heal yourself? No. I don't think anybody else around has force powers. Finch should be fine. No immediate danger. We'll go and get tended. And repaired by the best doctors, I'm sure. Strip all of their clothing. This is why I don't like opening these damn things. An automatic rifle, that is interesting. Okay, and some gold and some components, a little bit of everything. I need to build that wall back at some point. All of this stuff, haul it urgently. Except that crap. I wish I could bring the unknown rescue pods inside. That would be fun. Somebody gets really sick or injured, we just throw them into there until we think we can help them. Hintelin, just hang in there, buddy. This guy is not getting anything. K2, the gardener. His wife was Coyote. Is Coyote from Purple Biduero Sietich to the south. Yeah, well, your wife is never going to see you again. You've got a synthetic lung too, huh? I know some people who might need a new lung, Keto. How generous of you to show up and start shooting us instead of being friendly. Let's remove the right lung. Prioritize operating. His left second toe has... Well, Fifi's left second toe has been shot off, that's right. Oh, hang in there, Raidsoft. You're tough. I know you can make it. Yeah, you only get herbal medicine. And really, you shouldn't even get that because you're gonna die anyways. We're taking your stomach, Kato. It's unfortunate that your buddies had to die. And that I can't harvest a stomach from them. But you see, we need a living stomach. Okay, so we have removed his synthetic lung. Congratulations, Fifi. His breathing is poor. We are also going to... I don't think he has anything else. I'm gonna harvest his stomach. It is imperative. What are you doing? Okay. It's like, why are you putting his lung there? I don't know. I am continuing to hang on to all of these, like the exoskeleton, and pretty sure we've got something else floating around. A synthetic rib of some type. Wait a second, Fifi. Tending to Raidsoft, fine. You know what, Plump? You can remove his stomach. You're not doing actual surgery to save somebody, okay? I guess it's more important that they do go take care of Raidsoft. His left ear has been bitten off, yeah. I think we already knew about that. Should be fine. The baby wasn't shot. That's really all that matters. And Plump steps up to test and show off his medical chops. A medicine skill of 11 is not too shabby. It is entirely possible, I think, that he could fail and mangle the stomach, but Finch still needs their force powers. She's sleeping right now, sleeping it off. And we have a stomach, so Hintelin, where are you? Why is Ballas injured? Because of his carcinoma. Finch, of course you're hurt. Raidsoft, wounded. 0 lives is tending to Finch. Okay, the stomach's not gonna go bad. Hinterlin is not gonna die instantly. I mean, he's not even hungry yet. Valis. BP is working on Valis. Okay, she'll tend him. I need to really... I'm gonna have to disable the Glitter World medicine soon. I'm going to leave it enabled for this. Okay, Hinterlin, you are going to have a stomach installed. Install stomach. Whoever would have thought that we would be installing stomachs in people. Eye patches and ear patches I can understand. But stomachs. We've come so far. This area is considered an impressive rec room, by the way. All of this area. People being entered into it will get a decent mood boost. Which is always nice. No, Hinterlin. Go rest until healed. Don't wander around drinking raw sewage water. Hinterlin, yeah. Oh no! Raid Soft miscarried due to poor health. You are pretty fucked up. I'll give you that. Maybe a bullet did hit the baby too. You bastards! You killed the baby. Beefy, this is important. Operate on the mayor. He can eat afterwards. Once he gets the stomach, then somebody else can take care of him. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about the mayor. I was very worried about him. If this plays out like I want it to. If he doesn't get an infection, if the surgery goes okay, if the stomach isn't destroyed. Well, you're gonna use herbal medicine on installing the stomach now? Now he doesn't deserve Glitter World meds? Is that how it is? Secretly, she is plotting because she wants to be the mayor. A purple cap. She grabs the stomach. Why are you feeding him, Revy? He can't eat anything. This guy gets no food. No food. You can chat with him. He does not get food. He has no stomach. You are feeding him the food and it is not going anywhere. It's just going in and out. Hang in there, Mayor. Fifi finishes her surgery. Installing the stomach, and he's got metabolism again. Very, very nice. Left lung carcinoma in remission. He's got 90% use of his lung now, compared to 75%, which is where it was when he started out. So we have successfully saved the mayor, but Raidsoft lost her baby. Had a miscarriage. It's a 2-week-long negative moodlet for Raidsoft. You know, it probably shouldn't matter that much, Raid, because you were really binging heavy on that beer. You were probably going to have a fetal alcohol baby. It's possible that they did you and maybe Colony a favor. I don't know. I'm just saying, Raid. You were probably going to miscarry anyways. Drinking like a 12-pack every stinking night. Do we even have any beer left? Barely. 21. We have a ton of fermenting beer barrels now. And they will all be producing randomly. Every day we will have a fresh, new flavored batch being bottled and set aside for our colonists. All of this stuff, like this, I was pretty sure that I had this stuff all marked to be hauled super quick style. including that. Is that a BB gun? A varmint rifle. Great. And pemmican. Okay. Oh, yeah. Before I started recording in this session today, and was given plenty of time to think about what I wanted to do with Hinterland, I remembered what I really wanted to do. We have, I set this off for a little bit, but we have all of these new production tables that we need to set up as well. Slacks might have a break. Why? Partner had a miscarriage. Your father, Roderick, died. Why do I not remember Roderick? Was Roderick one of those guys that we killed? I honestly don't know at this point, folks. Okay, so Slacks might have a breakdown. Too bad. I need to place the sculptor's table. All of these tables are going to be replacing these tribal spots. However, I don't think we will... let's remove those crappy art spots. Sculptor's table made out of... I'm going to make it out of bamboo. 50 steel, 75 bamboo. I mean, I've got a ton of bamboo. So, what else? Stone cutter's table. I am not entirely sure that the stonecutter's table can do anything different that my stone chipping spots can't do. Takes 35 steel, 75 bamboo. I don't even want to make it just because it takes steel. Fueled stove. This is something I have been waiting on for a very long time. Deconstruct that. Roxanne. Stabownik. Tear down one of these ovens. Possibly going to be removing this brewing spot. Raid soft. Still beat up to hell. Finch, can you heal? I still don't have all of my Jedis memorized. Saldownik, you can heal. Raid soft in a second. Right. Here, heal him. And where is it? Fueled stove. I think I'm gonna leave one of these granite stone ovens until I find out for sure what this thing can produce. Did you get healed? Or did Saldownik just say screw you? Where are you even going, Saldownik? Whatever. Raid will be fine. I'm not gonna chase him around. Sometimes the force thing is a little bit sketchy when using it on people who are trying to run around. I've had people get locked in force pose trying to use powers from here while the other person is all the way on the other side in their bedroom sleeping. I think both people need to be set into like a queued action real quick so that they can interact with that, and if they don't, then strange things happen. So we do have the brewery here, a workstation with all the equipment needed to brew beer. It's gonna be sad that I can't squeeze it into one spot like this. So many tough choices. Simple research bench. You know, if I placed it out here in the middle of the rec room, that wouldn't be too bad. At least for now. People could interact and talk. Hinterland comes to play pool. That will increase our research speed over the spot outside, which is something I've needed to replace for quite some time. Beehives I've been able to build for a while, but I haven't. Raid's off just binging on alcohol. Telling you, Raid. We're gonna lose that baby anyways, I'm sorry. So really, I guess the only other spot is the butcher's table. that I don't think needs to replace the mini one right there for now. We also have the fueled smithy that I built here. So just the brewery table. Takes 120 wood, no option for anything else. Could place it there. Could place it here. It's not like we use this meat stockpile very often. Place it there, but then it blocks that stockpile. It looks horrible. That blocks that. That definitely blocks that. Okay. Right, there you go for now. Unfortunately, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so nobody is going to be building all of this stuff for a while. The roads, our little pathways are almost done. Stupid thrombos are drinking all the water. They were eating my crops earlier. They're a giant pain for everyone in the colony, and unfortunately, I don't feel comfortable enough attacking them and trying to kill them to force them out of the colony. We need to harvest all of these trees as well. There's a lot of work to do. I think I'm going to disable sowing up there for now. It's possible they're wasting too much time trying to keep that completely stocked with grass, and if needed, I will simply butcher some of our animals. We have more than enough at this point. Like the gazelles could probably go for sure. The boom rats I want to keep, so we can continue to milk nitroglycerin from them for the future. Raid Soft is still wounded. In a ton of pain. Alcohol addiction. Install synthetic left lung. Do I really have 2 synthetic lungs? I thought that we had at least 1 rib, but maybe not. It's the 2nd of April, 4 o'clock in the morning. The colony will be waking up soon, and I'm going to let them get to work on a bunch of these projects that I have set aside. It's going to take them a while to get caught back up. Well, it's current 2nd April, 6 o'clock in the evening, and we have an escape pod that has crashed here. It is Sia, teenage female space refugee. Really good with animals, skill-wise. All of her other skills are garbage, though. She's also a mute, so she cannot socialize or make friends here. Optimist, gun nut, good-natured, strong back, teetotaler. It's interesting, and psychically deaf. Let's see. Fifi. Actually plump. Cancel your bowel movement short. And let's rescue Sia. I doubt that I'm gonna allow Sia to become a colonist. I think that she will ask, perhaps, if we recover her and she actually feels like it. But yeah, I'm not too, thrilled or excited at the prospects of having her join us. She doesn't offer very much. We also have an opportunity to have peace talks with the Blue Moon Corporation. A poor negotiator can cause more harm than good, and even anger them. I am not going to be taking up that offer either, most likely. I'm not really interested in sending a caravan out at this point. Set all of this stuff just to be hauled urgently so it doesn't set out there. A few things have been finished, primarily the fueled stove here that we can cook 4 simple meals on. No longer do we have to cook 1 meal at a time. fact, I think, yeah, I'm gonna deconstruct this and we're gonna add another fueled stove. Farewell, granite stone oven. You look awesome. Might build you somewhere just as a theme decoration as a fireplace at some point. But, yeah, you're no longer useful to me, unfortunately. Dallas, you are wondering because you are mentally fucked in the head. Which is not too surprising to me at this point. Got pemmican for everyone. It's actually really kind of peaceful right now. And I approve. Waiting on the forest to be harvested. And Plump has finally grabbed Sia. Her clothes were blasted off in the wreckage as it exploded into the ground. It's a miracle she survived at all. Where are you going, Plump? What's up with this pathing? If we're unlucky, the tigers will get us. I'm probably gonna have to kill these tigers at some point. Like, if you come into my base, tiger, I'm gonna kill you. You're not hungry. And he throws himself down onto the ground to sleep for the evening. Okay. If you even eyeball any of my animals, we'll just have to organize a firing squad to take care of them. We are currently researching, let's see, occupational clothing. Okay. From detective clothing to police clothing, nurses, and fishermen. Maybe soon we'll be able to make some customized clothing for people. We'll have to find who should be our local detective. We'll have to give them their own little office somewhere. And make sure the only thing they can equip is a cigar and a cigarette and a revolver. Kato, our prisoner, is of course sick and dying. Intestinal failure, malnutrition. He'll probably be dead soon. Not sure. I really should harvest maybe a liver. Yeah, let's harvest a liver from him. This is kind of bad, but I mean, we're gonna need a liver at some point for Evac once his liver explodes. And harvest his other lung. Fuck it. We're gonna chop this guy up. He's already freaking out. My organs have been harvested. They're breaking me down like an old engine. Yes, we are. But honestly, you shouldn't have shot at us. Just be lucky that we're using anesthesia. The colony is an absolute mess, it looks like. Blood and guts and slime all over the place. Just a trail of gore. Anyways, other than that crashed pod and Ballas sitting here freaking out, everything is actually kind of peaceful for the time being. Welcome back, folks. It's the 5th of April, May, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's a couple things going on. I am walling off this freaking water hole. I am sick and tired of animals from all around the land coming here to drink and feast and kill each other. I'm gonna wall it off and put a door here so that only colonists or animals of ours can go through. Also, giant spiders have arrived on the map. They arrived over here, and I was gonna come back, quicker and show what they were doing, but they instantly went over to this watering hole, killed some elephants, killed some hippos, and then ended up getting their asses kicked. There's 3 left. 2 have died, and they are close enough to the strange sinkhole that they are actually losing their sanity slowly. So they end up attacking each other, and elephants end up randomly attacking them. Anything around this watering hole and this strange sinkhole, I feel bad for. This has turned into a nightmare zone of death and bones. We have 2 traders, the Empire and Purple Biduero Sietch. Sietch is here. We also have a raid. This fucking creepy thing right here. Shoggoth. Large and oily masses that shift and change shape according to their needs. Eyes and mouth and tentacles appear, then just as swiftly are reabsorbed into the luminescent black protoplasm. They are reluctant servants to those that are willing to risk their rebellious nature. So yeah, that thing is huge and terrifying, and it is going to attack the sarcophagus back here. This will definitely be an all hands on deck code red, I would say. Fifi and Saldownic outstanding or withstanding, whatever. Something otherworldly is stalking your colonists. Thankfully, it's not actually that quick. Give us plenty of time to set up and enough time for people to snap, so we can pretty much guess where it's going to be coming from. Slacks, get on that turret. Ballast. Actually, Ballast, you get on that turret. I am hoping that this thing won't get close enough to us. That we won't have to even need the short range people. But with as large as it is, I am going to lean in the direction that no, we are not going to be so lucky. Okay. It will have to make it down through the maze and everything. I would like to trade with these people, in fact. While all of that is going on, Fifi, go see what Veloso here has to say, has to sell to us. They actually arrived with muffalos this time. Hopefully their muffalos don't go suicidal, break down a wall, and get ate by the insects in there. They've got rabbits, they've got pigs, they've got infused mills and chinchilla meat. That is so sad. Tons of barley. That's tempting. It's tempting to buy the barley. Domestic eggs, fertilized, unfertilized, and iguana eggs that are fertilized. We can have iguanas shitting out eggs regularly for us to eat. Chem fuel, Nutramine, some leather. Come on, guys. Surely you brought something worth my time. Imperial credits, no. Tea leaves. I can grow my own tea. Chocolate and cookies. If the chocolate wasn't so expensive and I had actual recipes, then sure, I would consider buying it. Got a ton of wood. A repair kit. Allows the wearer to salvage parts from broken down buildings while fixing them. Success rate is based on skill, and it also increases construction stats. That's interesting. I've not seen that before. Stump chairs and gold. Okay. Honestly, there's... the iguana eggs are interesting, but at the same time, I don't rightly know how to hatch them. Okay, let's buy them anyways. What's the worst that can happen? We accidentally cook or eat them. And talk to Luciana. From the Empire, wearing a stormtrooper helmet. You are selling 2 female leopards and 3 slaves. Guy named Brave, Lindgren the Castaway, and Navareth the Empath. No, I don't think so. That's more interesting. 14 melee skill. Fast walker, nervous, ugly, and green thumb. Not too shabby. Or the empath. Okay, action boy. Jerry rigger. I don't really need anyone with a chemical interest either. In fact, you know, no. We're not going to buy any slaves. We don't need them. The colony is big enough as is right now, as far as I'm concerned. And actually, Skeeto, get down here. Wool, you should probably get down here too. I just have a feeling that this is going to go horribly. People's moods are, of course, slowly falling into the gutter. I need to put a roof over this thing. And we're already hitting it, at least. Getting completely lit up with DLT 19 heavy blaster fire. Shape-shifting organs have been burned and penetrated. I think we're actually going to kick this thing's ass. I mean, the closer it gets, the more accurate we're going to be. Good job, guys. Good freaking job. Shoggoth is dead. That took a lot of damage. Shape-shifting organs destroyed, tentacles blasted off, large maw blasted off. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. I don't know if we can actually butcher it into anything. Let's see. Consume the corpse. No. Let us not consume the corpse of Shoggoth. As tempting as that actually is. I wouldn't even know who I would want to eat the corpse of Shoggoth. Like, I would almost guarantee whoever bit into the corpse would probably die. How could you eat this thing and live? That meat has to be all types of toxic, poisonous, venomous, certainly evil and possessed. Slacks is about ready to have a mental break. Observed Shoggoth. What is that thing? It's fucking dead. That's what it is. The kitchen area has been expanded successfully, and the little workshop hallway is slowly being changed around as well. I will probably be moving these tables at some point. And Raidsoft has rejected Slacks' marriage proposal. Raidsoft is still quite sad about losing her baby. And she is certainly in no mood to be wedded. You know, this would be a great source of food. If I could just get people down there really quick to grab an alpha and a dead hippo before the giant spiders that are going insane freak out and wrap them in one of these cocoons. Yeah, there's a large hippo in that cocoon, a wild boar in that one. They were actually doing pretty good for a while on capturing things. And the trade caravan from the Galactic Empire is leaving. Good riddance. Next time, why don't you bring me something more useful than slaves? We don't participate in the slave trade. Our prisoner is dead. I mean, we might participate in harvesting organs. And Sia, the girl we rescued in the escape pod, is dead. I forgot to mention those two things because of everything else that was going on. But yeah, she did not survive the surgery that she needed. I didn't think anything of it, and then I heard the sound effect. What are you doing? Hintolin, the mayor, has decided that he needs to butcher Shoggoth. And we finished researching wax-powered lighting. Wonderful. Next up in the queue is tempera paint. We have knocked a few items out on the old research list. So what did we get? Shoggoth leather times 61. I want to make sure that Shoggoth leather, where is it? Tailoring. Patchwork leather. Do not use Shoggoth leather. Do not use tough deep hide. Do not use dark young bark skin. Those are special leathers that had better never be turned into patchwork leather. That would be a horrible waste. A horrible occult waste. Let's see. The bamboo's sculpting table can make a lot of stuff. Wow. Karamuff sculpture, Somertige sculpture, and Lord Doki Doki's sculpture. Let's make a Lord Doki sculpture. I'm curious what that is. And I don't care what you make it out of. It'll probably be Keg Smash Killer Kegsy, the #1 artist here. It's the 6th of April, midnight. We killed Shoggoth. We did a little bit of trading. You've seen the expanded dining room, and you will, whenever we come back, hopefully see this little area walled off. I don't want any more animals up here. Bring in their filth. Bring in the predators to stalk these hallways here. Chainsaw and Wool made it in and out with those corpses. Chainsaw with the peg leg not being overshadowed by Wool. Impressed. We need to get her a real leg at some point. I wonder if I could cut a prisoner's leg off and give it to her instead of a peg leg. Oh, there's so many things we need to try. All of these elephants are slowly losing it. Sanity loss, severe. Nothing. They'll all be fighting each other soon. I'm half tempted to go fill that hole in, but at the same time, it's kind of doing me good by killing things that are down there. I'm gonna let the colonists sleep through the night. We'll see what happens next. Welcome back, gang. It's the 10th of April, noon, and a decent amount of progress has been done on the construction that we last set up. But I came back because we have another escape pod that has crashed. I think I'm gonna send who's closest. I don't want to send Plump. He's all the way back there. Wool, Revy. What are you doing, Wool? Go down here and rescue Kid. I already know who this is going to be. Kid the musician. In shock from exceptional pain. A bite scar on her left leg. Right leg is cut. Right hand is bruised. Skills. Not very skilled in anything. Level 10 artist, 7 in crafting, good passion for 3 skills, not too fond of melee, and she's a brawler. Ugh. A nudist, heavy sleeper, animal friend, full maintenance, and some other stuff. All in all, not the worst person that we could possibly recruit if we can actually save her. That is death in 21 hours, and the stars are right. The planets of the system have aligned. Otherworldly bodies seem to call to your colonists. Wonderful. I got the water sealed off. Hopefully all of the wild animals will leave. Unfortunately for this cheetah, it got trapped inside because it wanted to take a nap near the water. It is busting, and it has busted through the door. Okay, where are you going? What are you going to hunt? You're hunting a hauler ant. You're going after an ant? Are you crazy? Even I wouldn't go after a freaking ant like that. Somebody build the door with slate blocks. How about that? Plump, you can do that. I know building is one of the few things that you can do. So she bursts out of there and goes after the first thing she sees in her starved state, which is an ant that does not even fight back. It has... I don't see any legs on the ant, so... maybe that's why it didn't fight back. It moves by wiggling back and forth. It's more of a centipede type thing. Or no, it's more like a snake. I don't know. It's more like a Mexican jumping bean. That's what it is. We have finished researching great bows. Next up is quilting. I'm disappointed that the cheetah got out. You better not go back in there once I get this finally sealed off. And tiger, I swear. I do not approve of predators being up here, constantly around the entrance, milling about, waiting to make their move on any of my livestock. And speaking of livestock, it has expanded very, very, very quickly. All of the iguana eggs hatched. One of them already got 8 by venturing outside the safe zone. We have pandas that are pregnant, gazelles that are pregnant, a gazelle, another muffalo that is pregnant. I think I'm gonna slaughter this cow. And if I didn't like the Komodo dragon so much, I would slaughter it as well. Sorry, cow, you've been with us for a long time, but I don't need a million different animals. You really only give us milk that I can already get from several other creatures. And Finch does the deed dutifully without even thinking about it. I hate that sound. If those things weren't so freakishly awesome, I would have already slaughtered them as well. You can see I put down flooring out here. This is crappy ass bamboo flooring, but it did boost the walk speed to 100%. They'll finish the rest of it at some point once I grow a lot more bamboo. That is. The upgrades that we started earlier are also done as well. Pitfall traps, in case anybody tries to come straight through the center and over the top. Walls, so the turrets cannot get overzealous and rake the mosh pit right here that we're going to be having, as well as some fortifications for them. Obviously, this is not even close to being the final design. I would expect more turrets over here. Most likely some around here as well. And, you know, once we ever get to automated turrets, I could just have them put a line of them right here, so as soon as they come out, they just get plinked. There's a bunch of different paths that we can take whenever the time comes. We have a wooden hand tailor bench set up to recycle crappy busted apparel that is under, let me take that under 40 hit points. I think that's good. As well as to make patchwork leather. All of these tables that I am upgrading the older workshops from, the crafting spots and stuff, I'm pretty sure they just produce things quicker. And they have a much larger production list. Like, due to most likely mod conflicts, this is what the fueled stove list looks like for me. Simple mills times 2. Oh, no, wait. You come further down, and you start seeing the same things listed over and over and over, just maybe worded a little bit differently. Wait, 4 simple mills? Cook 4 simple mills. Cook 3 simple mills, 2 simple mills. Yeah, I have a bunch of different ways to cook different things that are all ultimately the same thing. It's one of the problems with having far too many mods, especially ones that I'm pretty sure don't necessarily mention that they're going to tweak things like that, but they do anyways. Oh crap. I completely forgot to check on our wounded visitor. Are you gonna make it? You're not gonna die. Not ranked as a guest. And Wool is your acquaintance. They're the only one you have actually kind of spoke to so far. You are experiencing acute pain. And you're not a prisoner here. You're free to come and go as you want. Standard issue overalls. Covered in blood. Slowly limping along. I mean, if you want to leave the colony, that's fine too. We have already stabilized you. Now, I could have captured her as a prisoner and then slowly recruited her, but I don't want to force anybody to live in the colony here. It's already a great place. We've got tons of food as Revy sits here and grinds up smoked leaf seeds, making hemp flour. I don't entirely know what we're going to use that on, but we've got it. We are boiling raw water, by the way, which gives us purified water, basically, which doesn't spoil for a month and a half, or basically 2 months, instead of 3 days, which is how long raw water lasts. So, truly worth upgrading those crappy stone ovens to one fueled stove. I could build an additional one, but at this point I think that might be overkill. Could make some meatballs, some fruit drinks. I most likely need to expand the garden as well to include tea leaves, because now we can make garden tea. Which some of our colonists would probably rather drink than the alcohol. Not everyone has like a chemical interest here. A lot of people don't have an addiction at all. They haven't started smoking. Plump hasn't smoked. I mean, Raidsoft, he's all fucked up. He's drinking Spectago tea. He's got massive alcohol tolerance and alcohol addiction, nicotine tolerance. He's lost a little bit of his sanity. Finch, nicotine, alcohol, buzzed right now, as a matter of fact. Fifi, nicotine, Revy, nicotine, and alcohol. Wool, however, straight edge, doesn't mess with anything. Slacks likes to drink every now and then, nothing too major. KT, clean as a whistle. Ballas, he's all fucked up. He's got cancer in both of his lungs. His right lung is stable, finally, but his left lung is growing. I'm half tempted to cut one lung of his out at a time and then replace them with the ones that we harvested. A medieval farm oaf from seafaring townsfolk of Darktree is passing by. Okay. 0 lives. You've got the synthetic liver, that's right. Half tempted to chop that out of you, but I'll let you keep it, even though you're not abusing your livers. Killer Kegsy, nicotine and alcohol addiction. Also bionic reproductive organs, but has not yet managed to find a mate. Zaldownic, menopausal. Avok, alcohol tolerance and addiction with liver cancer. We need to harvest a liver at some point for him. Hintolir, nicotine addiction, dependence, tolerance, eye patch, and left lung carcinoma that is in remission. And again, your cancer looks the best out of everybody's, Hintolin. It might actually be gone soon. Roxanne, alcohol tolerance, small. Chainsaw, already addicted to smoking. I don't blame them. Lost their leg. They grew up quick. Skeeto, you are also not addicted to anything. It's only the most battle-hardened, basically, I think. They get addicted to drugs to deal with their long-term pain. Ballas, nobody is coming to help you. It's too late for that shit. Go to bed. What are you even gonna whine about? That you're wearing worn out apparel or that you're in moderate pain? Pain plus 20%. Okay. Pain plus 6. So we would have to chop out his left lung. We're gonna do this. Install left lung. Are you going to the hospital bed? Yes. Okay, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Fifi will be awake soon. We're gonna have her do this surgery, obviously. I've got to get a drink of tea here. Oh yeah, I put this wolf statue up. That is the wooden Doki Doki sculpture. I figured it would make a good centerpiece in that little hallway there. And Fifi wakes up to go smoke. Unfortunately, Fifi, we don't have time. We need you to get this surgery over and done with before it's time for a sermon. I'm sure she'll do fine. I just noticed a Pit-Boy 3000, however. Plump, put your clothes back on. Okay. And then you're gonna go get a barely used lung, essential part of the respiratory system. I'm slightly curious what's going to happen to the cancerous lung that she cuts out. Is she going to put it back in the stockpile? And suddenly it becomes like a cleaned lung or something? You'll also notice that most of the beds are now built and set up, even if they are in weird locations. Fifi begins to chop into Ballas's chest. With robotic-like precision, snipping away at his lung, severing the connections to the veins, to the rest of his system. Okay, so now you only have carcinoma in your right lung, and it's stable, so we're not going to chop it out. That's our first successful cancer surgery. Raid. A group of Federation soldiers from Armed Expedition Force Omicron have arrived in drop pods. They are attacking immediately. They are... Oh my god, look at those shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is... not really a good thing, is it? Okay. I was planning to end this video soon, but whatever. Fifi... Stand down. Saldownik, stand down. And to make things even better, we've got a tiger up here killing the baby gazelle. Yeah, kill the tiger. Since we're all heading to combat. It's a good thing you guys can't shoot. Kid, you're gonna die. Everybody's gonna take pot shots as they run by. Okay, slacks. Get on the turret. Actually, wait, you've got a great bow. Get on the turret. Raid soft down here. Holy crap, what are these things? Seekers. Seekers of Armed Expedition Force Omicron. These things are incredibly quick. Small, agile, unarmed scout biodrone that deployed by the Federation. Its bioreactor is unstable and explodes upon destruction. I thought that they were going to be like people or something armed with real weapons I was going to have to deal with, not this futuristic bullshit. Finch, get out here. I want you on the front lines. Plump, you've got a good long-range rifle. Roxanne, what are you packing? The Watts laser pistol, you get on that turret. I need whoever has the automatic rifle, I can't remember at this point, to hurry up and get here as well. I want the automatic rifle as close to the front as possible. And good, it's wool. KT. You can go there. Avok. That's pretty close to the range they need to be at. Killer Kegsy. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna come out this way, so it is probably better If I have some of my short-range weapons, here they come. All in a line, all in a row. I hope these things don't have, like, ranged laser weapons. Oh my gosh. It is a good thing. Oh, they blow up. They do blow up. It is a good thing when you guys can hit. Slacks. You can't even actually aim with that thing. Oh shit, it's gonna blow up right on Finch. No? Good thing for fortifications. Raid soft, no! Everybody back up. Get away from it. Before it's triggered. Oh, 2 more? I wonder if I could somehow take that one captive. We can't shoot each other. We can't shoot each other. That's all I asked for, don't kill each other. Okay, so... I can melee attack the Seeker. Here, just... No! Why am I doing that? Duh. We don't want it to blow up, so... Everybody stand down. Nope. Only Finch got hurt, huh? Let me guess, friendly fire, I'm sure. Acid burn from a DXR blaster. You're a master Jedi, so heal yourself and quit whining about it. I also need to expand that to the home area so that people... Seafaring townsfolk of Darktree has lost Nellie? Oh. I see. Well then, what a wonderful time for you to come by. At least you killed that one. So that is just disappointing. There we go. Another one blew up. Oh boy. What a nightmare. I mean, it obviously could have been a lot worse. That could have been humans armed with actual weapons. They still would have had to file through here and get picked apart with shocks before they could get close enough to shoot us. But yeah. I'm sad that we lost one of those awesome fisher people. Patchwork leather slicker hat. Is that all you were wearing? They're the ones that came through in those bright yellow rain slickers. Marching all lockstep. Like some kind of grill cult. Anyways, it's the 11th of April, 11 o'clock in the afternoon. We just fought off a robotic raid, and we are continuing to upgrade our walkways through the front of our base. We will clean up the mess, probably rebuild this turret. Slacks, you can stand down. My bad. Probably rebuild this turret and just wait for the next disaster to show up and force itself upon us, I guess.